There was a fairy princess who was keen to explore out of her world, so she secretly came out. She hid herself under a little ghost picture. She tried to blend herself with the human's world. She hid all parts that showed this is a fairy, except her flower on her hair. Then she explored and traveled in many towns. In the Pharaoh's world, everyone can dress freely. Their clothes were made from flowers or leaves. It made the world full of colors. In her world, they had no duty. When they were bored, they played with animals. The fairy princess came to the first town. In this town, everything seemed similar. She looked around, then she noticed that there were three groups of people. The first group, they were blue color mostly. They had a long stick with a long rope. They were holding it with them along the way. The second group, they were green and yellow mostly. They were holding something that was similar to the blade, but it was bigger with a long handle. And the third group, they mostly were brown and black. They were holding a long stick in their hand. Suddenly, the fairy princess saw a kid who was in brown color. That kid was fishing with his stuff. Then a girl was in the blue color saw him. She walked into the kid, then she was reprimanding him. The fairy princess was shocked. She did not understand that situation, so she was watching quietly. The girl said to the kid that you should not go fishing because you are not a fisherman. The kid asked the blue girl curiously, "Why can't I go fishing?" "Because you are not a fisherman, that's why." "How do you know I'm not a fisherman?" "Your clothes and your equipment tell me who you are." That surprised me. "But why?" "In our town, we separated into three groups, which are fishermen, gardeners, and herdsmen. We can be friends, but for our duty, we cannot go to others' duty. This is our rule." "I understand already. Thank you." The fairy princess was surprised, as everyone in this town had their own duties differed from the fairy's world. This human's town, everyone dressed in the same in their own group, and each group had their own equipment. And the humans cannot share their duty. This town made the fairy princess recognize that in humans' world there were social differences. One thing she noticed was how to dress that related to the duty. The fairy princess came to the second town. She walked by a woman who was crying and dressed in white. The fairy princess asked her that, "What's happened? Why are you crying?" And the woman said that, "I lost my husband." The fairy princess understood that whoever was wearing white was faced with losing their lover. Then the fairy princess walked by a woman who was wearing in white and standing in front of a big house. She walked to that woman and said that, "I understand you are losing. I am sorry for that." But that made the woman upset because she wore a wedding dress and was taking wedding photos. Then that woman shouted at the fairy princess, "The white dress for the wedding. If someone died, we would wear black dress." That made the fairy princess scared and she quickly ran out. Now the fairy princess did not understand at all. Why did humans have a lot of rules for dressing? She thought again and again about this. After that, the fairy princess saw a group of women in black dress. From her experiences, she understood that this group of women lost her lover. She came to them and said that, I am sorry for your loss. But this made a group of women upset. She shouted that, this is our normal dress, no one die, girl. This confused the fairy princess a lot. Because one said that white for her husband's funeral, and one said that white for her wedding and black for the funeral, and the last one said that wearing black was normal. From the previous town, she thought that the clothes can tell us that everyone had their own duties. But it different from this town. When she arrived here, she did not notice the duty for each. But the closest showed the belief for each group. This is the last town that the fairy princess came to. Here, there was a beautiful big blue pond, and humans in this town mostly did the outside activities. One was playing on the big pad on that pond, and there was one group of humans doing something and its smell was so good. The fairy princess came to that group of humans and said to them, what are you doing? It smells makes my stomach mumble. One of them said that.
We're doing the Barbie. You wanna join?
May I ask, what's the Barbie? The fairy princess asked them.
The Barbie is barbecue. We have seafood, sausages, lamb, steak, and grilled veggies.
That sounds yummy. I want to try one, said the fairy princess.
This Arvo, are you free?
What is over? The fairy princess asked again.
It means the afternoon, mate.
Oh, I got it.
Do you have a bathers? We will go to the beach over there.
It's called a beach, right? So, what are the bathers?
The bathers means a swimsuit.
The fairy princess understood it now. She did everything that the humans persuaded her. She was so impressed. One more thing she recognized was that humans had their own language and the style of communication. Although the fairy princess spoke the same language with the humans, and the humans also spoke by their way. These adventures made the fairy princess wonder if there was something behind it. It might be a history or whatever that made the humans different, but they were similar in some ways. This still stuck in the fairy princess' mind on the way back to her home. In every corner of the world, there are many things to explore. Although something you may think it's normal, but on the other side, it is serious. We should not look over the small dot of differences. We should observe and respect other people with their differences and make the differences as normal as possible. So, what do you think?